They were bitter enemies, but immediately entered into marriage. They bought a necklace worth $10 million just like that, but not because the rich man loves his wife so much. On the contrary, he wanted to torture her. The rich man tightened the necklace. Obviously, the woman has become the apple of his eye. To the outside world, Mary is the happiest bride, but only she knows how she really is. She has no more status in the family than the maid, and her mother-in-law doesn't even like her. She asked for a simple wedding, to keep it as low-key as possible, so that no one could see the difference. She deliberately brought Mary here, asking what she wanted for the wedding, pretended to be understanding, let Mary talk to the wedding planner. But while they were talking, Mary kept looking at Ruth. Just then Mike came to the side. Mary just said what she wanted to do. She said she would do whatever Mike wanted. When that was done, Mike took Mary to his office. Tell her not to be alone with Ruth in the future. If there is anything that needs to be said to him in advance. And the reason he did this, because he was worried that Ruth would know Mary's true identity. Then he told him to memorize how they met. No matter who asked him, he had to tell him the same story. They met in Africa, and that they fell in love freely. Before he left, Mike told him to go to the wedding tomorrow. Tell Mary to get in shape. Don't always look sullen. But no matter what he said, Mary could feel Mike's hatred for her. Mike came to the cemetery alone. Whenever he thought of his dead sister and father, he was so angry. Whether it was Mary or Ruth were the targets of his revenge. But what Mike doesn't know is that a crisis is looming. When the rich girl saw the news interview with Mike, now she was completely baffled. She lost to a servant. What a coincidence. Her sad scene is seen by her brother who has nothing to do. But the rich girl had to accept it. Just as she was getting ready for the wedding, the man suddenly received a phone call. He found out that Mike had fired him, even if he was not invited to the wedding. This cut off his money. He had been living on Mike's charity all this time, so he can't hold his head up. He thought Mike looked down on him. Thinking of this, he made a crazy decision. Since today was Mike's wedding day, he wanted to give a special gift, so that everyone would remember this day.